What would have happened if Irrfan Khan's character and Nimrat Kaur's character from the movie Lunchbox did actually decide to go to Bhutan? What would have happened if they followed their quiet connection instead of letting it fade away? Or just imagine, in the movie Wake Up Sid, what if Sid and Aisha have another reality check and decide to part ways? So, in this video, let's discuss how actors and stories redefine simplicity in films. So, without wasting any more time, let's get on with the video. So before going deep into this topic, let's understand that there are very few actors who choose such scripts, which are minimalistic, simple and very understated. Like for example, the one and only Irrfan Khan, Tabbu, Rajkumar Rao, Nawazuddin Siddiqui. Considering their choice of scripts, it's very hard for such movies to make a hit. Today in this video, I'll be discussing what are minimalistic movies, why are they so interesting and captivating, and how are these different from the mainstream Bollywood movies, or shall I say conventional movies. Let's begin. Minimalistic movies emphasize small, quiet moments that evoke emotional resonance. Traditional films often prioritize fast-moving plot with clear escalating conflicts, while in minimalistic movies the plot may be sparse or even non-existent, with much of the stories conveyed through mood, atmosphere and even internal character journeys. This allows the audience to focus on emotion and subtlety rather than events unfolding in a linear fashion. Minimalistic movies are films that focus on simplicity both in storytelling and visual. They often feature understated plot, subtle performances and a slow, deliberate pace, rather than relying on complex narratives, action sequences or dramatic tension. So what made Irrfan Khan an incredible actor? He has the ability to express himself through body language, through expressions. Most of the actors who he worked with claimed that his eyes speaks a lot.
He uses his eyes most brilliantly और कुदरत ने बड़ी बड़ी आंखें भी दी थी उनको, उसको बहुत अच्छे से इस्तेमाल करते थे. Just the moment of an eye, he lets you in as to what he's thinking.
When it comes to acting, the expressions, the body language, even noticing a subtle detail when it comes to getting into a character made him step ahead from other actors. Now the question is, why are these minimalistic movies so compelling and captivating? Makes you feel comfortable because it also makes you rethink about life, like what choices we make. It makes us appreciate life in so many ways. For instance, if a movie shows that if a person is holding a grudge against someone and later down the line it solves that matter. Speaking about matters, every matter that is shown in the movie gets resolved in the end, and that makes it more comfortable because if you see, the grudges, undervalued relationships are also solved at the end. If you talk about titles of the movies, like you had a movie called Lunchbox. So the main story of the movie is a misdelivered lunchbox goes to a stranger. It starts from the dabbawalas who are delivering these lunch to the people from decades now. It was a rare situation and the lunchbox happened to get misdelivered to someone else. That led to starting a story. Now let's talk about realism and honesty. Most of these movies are character driven plots. It focuses on person's emotion, it focuses on small details or small choices they make throughout the movies, makes the movie go ahead. It also reflects on the past of the character. These movies that you see have some or the other unresolved issue with the story, like a person going through loss of a loved one, or maybe it's a love failure, or it can be self-discovery. Like for example, in Wake Up Sid, he has no idea about the reality. He is a spoiled brat, just goes for parties, enjoys his life, and he spends his parents' money. And now when he understands the reality through his roommate, later partner Aisha, you can see the subtle changes that he goes through every day. He cleans his room and he also learns to cook, communicate with people. He understands that he loves photography. So passion led to his career. Now let's talk about how minimalistic movies are different from the mainstream conventional movies. So the first point would be, these movies have a slow-paced narrative. Slow-paced narrative means that the movie takes time to sink in the emotions, the visuals. It's different from the fast-moving plot from the conventional movies, and it gives you time to focus and reflect on your emotions. Another point which I already covered is understated and relatable characters. The minimalistic movies keep it very simple and relatable characters, so the audience can also relate to the character. That's what's happening in our day-to-day life as well. It's the small detail that we capture in these movies and it makes it so good. Now let's talk about the best part about these movies, that is open-ended conclusion. While mainstream movies conclude their narratives in a very neat manner, minimalistic movies go in a different approach. They always leave you with a question mark. Like for instance, in Lunchbox, as I asked you a question in the beginning of this video, what would have happened if Sergeant Fernandez and Ela did actually go to Bhutan? Because they didn't conclude the movie with a proper ending, but it leaves you with a question mark. It also gives you freedom to think about the story in whatever way you want. Maybe they did go to Bhutan together, and that's the reason why it makes it so special. So that's it guys, I hope you liked the video, and if you did, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon. This is the first time where I wrote a script. I wasn't perfect, I get it, but yeah, I did made the effort, so do not forget to subscribe for that effort. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.